My name is Kimberly Runningen. I was in the United States Army. I joined in 1993 and I got out of the Army in 2000. I came in as a private first class and did a break-in service, went to college, and came back in as a second lieutenant. So I grew up as an Army brat. My father was a pilot. It's all I ever knew. For me, it was just life as I knew it. It was hard sometimes to have my dad be in the Army because he was gone a lot. He deployed twice to Vietnam, each time for a year. In high school, I had decided I really liked business. I liked accounting. So my goal was, at that time, was to become a certified public accountant. So I started college, was doing okay, going to class. I was on my own for the first time. I was working at a bank and I wanted to advance in the bank and work at different positions there, but I didn't have the schooling. So I just weighed my options, didn't want to go back to school. I decided maybe the Army wasn't such a bad deal, and I went into a recruiter and talked to him, and if I was going to join, I was going to be a finance clerk or an accounting clerk, which luckily they had what I wanted. So when I was finished with my training, I was stationed at Fort Polk, Louisiana. They needed a finance clerk to go to on a deployment with a unit that was there. Within 2 or 3 months of me being there, I was deployed to Saudi Arabia as a brand new finance clerk. So my son joining the Army he talked about being a soldier. He watched his dad. My husband was in the Army as well, my grandpa, my dad. So I think he just always knew it was an option, but it's a little different to have my dad and my grandpa join the Army. It was a lot different to watch my son swear, to defend this country and leave. I thought I was completely ready and that it was, this is good for him, he needs to do it, but it's affected me a lot more emotionally than I thought it would. I know he's going to be successful. That part I'm not concerned about. It's knowing what's going on in the world today and that he may be called to deploy. My deployments weren't combat related. I was there not during the active conflict. He could very well be right in the middle of something, and it will be very concerning for me. It's a lot different to look at the world and what's happening and know that now my son might have to go. Military service is definitely a lot of my identity. It's still deeply rooted. I was born into it, and it built my confidence. It built my character. It helped me be the person that I am today. And going through it myself helped me to understand what my dad went through when he, deployed, when he was in Vietnam, what my grandpa went through. Along with that goes also the different roles that I've had. I've been the dependent as a child. I've been in myself as an enlisted person, as an officer. I've been the spouse. But now I'm the mom. It's kind of full circle for me. And I look at my parents, my mom and my grandmother, and I see what they went through when Grandpa was deployed, when my dad was deployed, and how different things were for me when my husband was deployed. And it just makes me look back and really be so proud of them and what they went through and how difficult that it was for them. The lineage, grandpa, brother, husband, cousins, brother-in-laws, it's not a planned thing. It's just, for us, it's probably just an option that's there that maybe other people don't think. They're like, oh, I could never do that. I could never go through basic training and do the things that you said you had to do. I'm super proud to tell people about, the service that my family has done. I haven't ever sat down and added up the years But that might be an interesting thing to see actually how many years has my family committed to the defending of this country.